What's going on, guys? SHOT Show 2026 continues at the Palmetto State Armory booth here with Justin. Justin, talk to me about the new stuff going on this year with Palmetto.
Yeah. So we'll start with something that was just announced this SHOT Show, and that's going to be our new AXR SSB series of rifles and pistols. These are going to be our new short stroke piston system. We switched over to a short stroke system. We've switched over to a short stroke piston system because of how much weight you can cut out of the front.
Okay.
And short stroke pistons also still run great suppressed,
Yep.
so we want to make sure people can run them suppressed. But we're solving that issue with the front heavy that we had with some of our other firearms. So we've cut a ton of weight out of the front. We're keeping that adjustable gas system that people do love.
Okay.
We are reducing it down to just a handful of positions though, so
Okay.
you'll have like a suppressed, non-suppressed, and an adverse, and
Okay.
that's going to be it.
Yeah.
So we've got our 300 blackout version, and our 5.56 version is what we'll have at launch. The great thing that the SSP solved versus like our Jackals, for example, is that the user can do everything at home. So they can swap barrels, they can swap handguards. We have a really unique system here. We've got a bolt-on top rail, so you can decide how long you want that monolithic rail up top to be. And then the handguards are interchangeable as well. So if you wanted to go from, say, this 14.5 down to this 300 blackout, you could do that all at home and do everything yourself.
That's convenient, sure.
The other cool thing about the SSP is it introduces our new E4 bolt system. What that has is increased lug diameter, so you can shoot 6 arc and 338 arc without having to worry about your lugs cracking.
Okay, cool.
It also has dual ejectors, so it's going to have really great ejection. The one thing you will notice is these are not using mil-spec receivers.
Okay.
We needed a way to fit all these goodies in there, and a mil-spec receiver just can't do that. So what you are getting, though, is you get completely ambidextrous controls, and you get compatibility with AR-15 safeties, triggers, and pistol grooves.
Cool.
And then you can also see our new AXR braces and stocks. So those will be adjustable. We'll have a couple different options for cheek risers.
Yep.
They just pop right off if you want to change those out, and they can fold, and the guns can shoot folded, and all that good stuff.
What is the expected release date, or like when will they hit the streets, sort of, this
So
year?
we don't have an expected release date
Okay.
yet. The timeline right now is we're going to start endurance testing these
Okay.
around summertime.
Okay.
From there, we'll start posting announcements on our social media
Okay.
and keep people updated on how things
Okay.
are going.
Cool.
The next item you'll see in our family of AXR platform is going to be the AXR PDWs. So one thing we introduced as part of the AXR lineup is a chassis system for a pistol. So that's got our MFC unit in there. A lot of people know that just means that the serial number follows the trigger pack instead of the frame. So we'll have a couple different options for frames, and the PDW is one of them. So what you're holding right there is like the most slick down version. You can see it's just got the traditional Gen 3 slide up top, but through our system of AXR mounting, we can mount these M-LOK sections up top. We have a couple different options with like Picatinny rails or charging handles if you wanted to take it that far. You can take it as far or as slick like that one as you want, and that's
Yeah.
kind of the whole point of it. You know, people can customize them, make them their
Yeah.
way. So
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
however you want your AXR PDW to look, you'll be able to do so.
Nice.
And that is the same brace system we're using on our X57s as well.
Cool. What, again, is this the same situation where no release date is really set on these
Yeah,
yet?
so these we're going to start our testing on the handguns and the PDWs probably around the same summer time frame.
Okay.
The good thing with these is we've been making Gen 3 Glock slides for years and years and years, so that's already proofed out. We just got to do the testing on the frame and the fire control unit itself.
Gotcha.
And the fire control unit is compatible with Gen 3 Glock parts.
Okay.
So again, we've already been making that trigger pack for years and years and years. So we're very familiar with it, so that should go a little quicker than, say, this short stroke system.
That's cool. I think one of the problems you guys have, which is a good problem to have, is like, when all these new things come out, you can just never get it. It's just never in stock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can never find them. So as I know you guys are usually, streamlining, getting your processes more, streamlined and more efficient. So hopefully that means more products for us to buy.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and it's something we're trying to solve, and I think people misinterpret how many we're selling at a time. Like the mixtape, for example, you can't get them in stock, and we've been making as many as we can. It's not like we do like the hype beast drops that some people do.
Yeah.
I mean, we've made a couple thousand mixtapes.
Yeah.
We just cannot keep them
Yeah.
in stock. So we're doing our best to keep that up. And again, we're still adding lines. Like both of these are going to go on their own line.
Yeah.
So there'll be more numbers. We're trying to do our best, but you know, there's only so many you can make and keep them in stock.
Yeah. Well, so this is something.
Yeah.
Tell me what we got going on here, because to me it looks like a Master Key.
Yeah, this is our Saber Key, so it's our underbarrel mounted shotgun. Going to be compatible with any M4A1 profile barrel. You can see we have our own mounting system here. The one thing we've been getting asked a lot about is our 570 pump shotgun. This does use a slightly different receiver.
Okay.
So if you have a shotgun, you're not going to be able to turn it into a Master Key. But we'll have these at an affordable price, so people don't have to have too many woes about it. There are a couple differences. This one has a left and a right side action release.
Okay.
And it also has a cross bolt safety, which our Saber Key has a rear, or our 570 has a rear tank safety.
Okay.
So a couple differences there. And then, like I said, the receiver is different. And then it's got a 3+1 capacity and a 10-inch barrel.
So now, when this same thing. No release date currently for this.
No,
right?
so yeah, all of our shotgun projects that we're showing at the show have had zero progress on them. The only one we're working on right now is the 570.
Okay.
And we're gonna be announcing a launch date like very soon on our socials.
Okay.
For that, so as soon as we wrap up that project, that's when we'll start doing endurance testing on all these other shotguns.
Now, so you may not have answers to these questions I have on this. Now, is this going to be like a standalone? Like you'd buy this with a handguard, or would it just be this? And in conjunction with that, would this technically be an AOW stamp, or is it still just going to be?
It's a stamp. It requires a stamp.
Okay.
I think it's an SBS stamp.
Oh, it's SBS. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we'll sell them in a couple different variations. We'll sell it as just the shotgun with the mounting system.
Okay.
We'll also sell it attached to uppers, and then we'll also sell them as complete firearms.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
When we offer it with an upper, it's just going to be a 14.5 pin and weld or a 16-inch.
Okay.
But we'll sell them as well. And like I said, any M4A1 profile barrel, you can throw it on that.
Cool. Man, listen, Justin, I appreciate you having me at the booth. Always cool every year to come by and see what you guys are working on and what's to come. It's always exciting products. And stay tuned for more SHOT Show 2026.